Good morning, traders. How are you all doing today? Today is April 9th, 2025. Market opens in about 5 minutes. And if this is your first time watching, consider subscribing to the channel. We just crossed over 7,000 subscribers. And if you want to join a community of fast-growing day traders and investors, then definitely consider joining our channel. Now, let's get into it right away. QQQ has sold off from 443 of highs yesterday to lows of 404. Now, this can be a good thing for us today, seeing how we traded SQQQ yesterday, had a big solid move. Now, we only caught a piece of this move, but we still locked in over $84. That is correct. This move in total, holding that position, would have been a nice $500 profit yesterday, or an additional 20% as SQQQ pushed up from $43 all the way up to $55 yesterday, and then to $57.50 of resistance or a high. Now selling off, right, as QQQ tries to recover. We might be able to do the exact same thing with TQQQ today by identifying direction. If this does stay above the moving average, we could see this slowly trickle up all day long, and we could see highs of, $8, $9 in profit, or about 21%. Now, looking at the 30-minute chart, QQQ is still very bearish, but if we get a nice little retracement back up to this moving average, the way we did yesterday here, touches this green line, we can get a nice $4 per share, or about 11% profit. But now, we want to make sure we don't get caught, because there is some resistance here at about that $40 mark. Okay, this could continue to sell off, so we want to make sure that we identify direction before taking a trade. And right now, currently, I have not taken any trades yet. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. Market opens in just a few minutes, guys. This gives me an opportunity to share my link. Haven't done that yet for our Discord. But I like to give the intro first. I like to give an overall, a general idea of this right at the beginning for anyone who comes on later and watches these live streams. They're not just like watching me share links for the first 2 or 3 minutes. Like, what is this guy doing? Why is he so quiet? Okay. We got the link. Bam. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Man, we missed out, man. We made money yesterday. Super pumped and happy about it. But man, we missed out on quite a bit of cash. We're going to try to do the same thing today, though. Make some money. Try to hold a little longer when direction's in our favor. That's why it's nice to have the 45-day EMA instead of that 9 EMA, because that 9 EMA will make you make some quick decisions, and it might work for day trading and scalping in a smaller scale, like if you're able to buy multiple shares multiple times, if you're over the PDT rule, or just have a bunch of cash. But really, just holding it above, this was a weird area here. A little iffy because it wasn't above those EMA levels, nor was it above the moving average, the green line. But once, if I could have held a little longer and had that confirmation, it never broke that 45 EMA ever again until after hours, which is pretty cool. Now it's below the EMA, which has given me kind of that conviction to buy into TQQQ. Market opens in 2 minutes, so we're going to get a better sense of direction. And again, we have all day. All right, we have all day. This can literally take all day to push up to 46. It could push up to 40 and get flushed, and we can get a lot of consolidation like it's been doing all night. We're just going to wait and see. Market does open in just a couple of minutes. We got our link shared to there. We got our link shared to there. And we are doing good. All right, what are you guys up to? What are you guys watching today? Any companies that stuck out to you overnight? I've honestly been trading SQQQ and TQQQ so much, I really haven't paid attention too much with other companies. I know Bitcoin is not doing good. It just dropped below 75,000. 74,500. Jeez Louise. Creating a new low. And this continues to sell off as well, crossing over, you know, that moving average now crossing over the MA. Not looking good, guys. This can come all the way back down to 70,000, 60,000, 50,000. I mean, we're basically back to where we started March 15th, 2024. Not quite, but I mean, right now we're at August or November 2024 levels. So, but this is crazy. Mara, very cheap. Cheapest I've seen in a long time, $9. Okay, market is open. Let's go check out what's going on with QQQ. Looks like it is pushing up, so we may end up getting in on TQQQ. And I'd love to get in at $39, but if this does begin to sell off, then we're going to want to get into SQQQ, as this could continue to push up even more. Overall news, 50 average, what's up? Been a while since being able to make the live stream. Yesterday was a great day, man. Everyone made money shorting the market yesterday. SQQQ was the move. As the markets touch this line right here, we identified that it was going to touch this line and get rejected. And if it did get rejected, we'd have selling pressure. And sure enough, it sold off all day long. We've been buying SQQQ all week, so you didn't really miss anything. 50 average. We just literally been trading the Qs. The Qs. On the 30-minute, this is still looking kind of good though, right? It's above that 45 EMA. Well, not anymore. QQQ is pushing up. It's trying to. It can get above this moving average and then go all the way up to test. Any news today? 2 hours ago, 12 minutes. The Fed put is nowhere in sight. The Fed put. Which U.S. stock stands? Shapiro's Treasury market dysfunctioning. It looks like we're a little bit bullish right now. 39.50. I don't want to miss out on the trade. So if it goes above 40, we may end up getting in at 40. But it looks very bullish today. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Let's make sure this isn't a bull trap, guys. I know we want to get in and get the best average. You know, I'd love to buy down at 36, but we just have to be aware that you know, direction could change for any reason. We were at lows of 404. Now we're at highs of 420 again, 419. Okay, but it's been struggling to get above 420 all morning. You guys see that? There we go, retracing. Nice big green candle. It's either going to push up or we're going to sell off. Look at these two big red candles right here. Huge, from 419 to 409 in less than 2 minutes. Okay, guys? This could really flush or we could go long. What do you guys think? Long or short today? I'm thinking we have a better probability. It would have been a better probability of going long, especially at this moving average. We're going to delete that so we don't confuse anyone. But it went from 398 all the way to 430, 444 on fake news. So, I mean, If it continues to hold above moving averages, then we may just go long today. Even just up to that moving average. Nvidia back under $100, guys. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Hmm. Guess we're just gonna wait, guys. We're gonna wait and be patient. This looks like it is beginning to sell off, but it could easily bounce off of this level. And you may be wanting to go long, but we could also bounce off of 420-ish. Okay, I want you guys to be aware of that. I'm not in any open position right now. We're trying to be calculated like a sniper. It's not necessarily it's making slightly lower highs. So all we need is a breakout here. But slightly lower highs. Do you guys see that on the candles? I think it may have already broken it, to be honest. I think it's more like that. Yeah. We may go bullish for a little while, and then we may switch and go bearish. You know, TQQ could rip up very nicely today to 40s, $46 levels. But there are negotiations. Markets are eager. Everyone's eager for the markets to recover, but does not have to for any reason. We're waiting for China. China just slapped us with a 86% something tariff because we hit them with 103, and I'm thinking it's just going to be like that. You know, we're 100, now you're 150, and then you're 200%, and now we're 250% until they come with, you know, with some kind of agreement. But we're not talking about a tariff on a company. We're talking about a tariff on one of the, you know, on one of the largest nations in the country. Like two most major countries, two of the largest countries are literally hashing it out right now for tariffs. And then fake news, right? Fake news with Bill Ackman the day before. Thinking about shorting. It just doesn't seem like there's a lot. We're gonna wait. Doesn't seem like it wants to get above Apple weighs manufacturing in U.S. to tackle tariffs. Apple rises a Jeffrey upgrades to hold on anticipation of tariff exemptions. Why should US big tech get away with profit shifting whilst playing games with the EU? Yeah, I don't know, man. Makes me wonder how easily the old highs can be reclaimed. Oh yeah, we're gonna get back to the old highs. I think this is all part of the plan. Because in an interview by Trump, like in the 90s or something, he said you can't buy anything in a booming economy. You have to buy stuff in an economy where everything, you know, is cheap. You know, you have to buy everything cheap. So I really think he honestly somehow made everything cheaper to buy. Now he wants to get into the housing where he wants to make housing cheaper and bring the housing prices down. Why? So they could buy more of it cheaper probably. Okay, here we go. We're going to retest now. Let's get this breakout here. We could see some really nice action on TQQQ. But we want to be careful here, okay? Because it's been rejected at 40 before. 420 was a rejection area, okay? So what I want you guys to do, if you're watching or following along or using WEBULL or watching something similar, know that this previous pre-market high here, 420.62, is a resistance. We need to beat that resistance. And I think we may. I think this is going to be bullish for a little while. TQQQ can get to 40. I mean, this can get to 46, and we can make, you know, like $5 per share, $6, $7 per share still. You guys think it's bullish day today? Okay, I like your thought process on that. There it is. Let's see if it holds. Needs above 419.63 to get a breakout hold above 421. Yep. Think bull trap? I'd love it if it was a bull trap. We can make just as much money on SQQQ, except the resistance is right there, right? So, I mean, not saying it couldn't sell off more. We may just continue to see highs. Yep. Think bull trap. Tech companies. I don't see any major news. Okay, possible bull trap here. Okay, guys. We're at 423 now. We're going to delete this because obviously it's still above. And the thing is, you could play both sides, right? Like, even just now, buying at 38 to 41, that's a solid move, guys. They don't all have to be Hail Marys. But from 38 to 41, that's 8%, $3 per share. You have 100 shares of this, you know, you just made 300 bucks. 1,000 shares, $3,000 in a very short move. Very, you know, very risky, but I'd rather go for the market than against the market. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait for it to hit this moving average. You know, it'd be nice to go long, but from 41 to 42.80, it's just not realistic. Maybe when we were down here at 36, right? If we had a plan to buy at these oversold levels, load up at 36, 37, that'd be a nice move, but it looks like it's already retracing, giving back that entire dollar. Okay, so good thing we didn't go long. And we just want to make sure that we're putting our money to good use, you know, because if we wait 20, 30 minutes, you know, because a day is a very long day, 10, 20 minutes or an hour, whatever it takes to get here, to get rejected, we could see a really beautiful flush again. We could see another 7% sell-off. Okay. Which means SQQQ, dang, 7%? That would be, you know, 7% times 3, 7, 14, 21, 21% back to $60 levels. Then there's another $10 per share on SQQQ, which would be just amazing, right? And you just don't want to get caught on the wrong end of any of it. Okay, back down. $430s, I can see $430s, $430s, $428, something like that before it gets rejected again. Looks like it's already getting rejected though. From 404. I mean, it already made a 5% move. SQQQ at $50, bouncing off of their own moving average pretty much. I think we're gonna buy here. Maybe not. We're gonna wait. Because again, this could just slowly go up all day. It really can. Early stages of a possible reversal. You got the rejection period. You have all this consolidation. It's now above the moving average, and anytime it's above the moving average, it acts as a bull sentiment or bullish sentiment. And this could actually come up to 440s, 443 again. I'm thinking probably more like 430s. Make a lower high. You know, again on the 30-minute down, you know, very bearish. It tried to break out here, but on the 1 hour, it hit perfectly on the 1 hour right there. You go back to the 30-minute, it caught resistance here again, so that's 2 times. It can catch some resistance again. It looks like it actually is beginning to sell off. So if it doesn't hold this moving average here, then we will more than likely get into SQQQ, as direction will now begin to be in that bear favor. Looks like it pushed up to 423.95 and got rejected. It really liked 421. Do you guys see that kind of double top right there? Just right above those pre-market highs, just barely above it. Almost like a double top. The overall market. Just want to be careful. Everything is slightly bullish, guys, okay? Slightly bullish on the day. So we just want to make sure we do our part by getting a really good entry price on the right side, right? Now it looks like this is selling off. So we're going to take just going to take a minute. This can push all the way back up for another retest. I don't know if it will though. I really don't think it is. I think that was, well, let's see here. Again, see this bullish sentiment here. Staying above this moving average. So do we go long and catch a piece of TQQQ at 39 for slow trickle higher highs? Do you guys see what I'm looking at here? Or was that just a rejection? I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know if that bothers you guys or not, or if it helps, but oh, also somewhat of a gap fill. I mean, I know we kind of already did the gap fill this day, but it went right back up to that level from Friday over the weekend. Yeah, see that? QQQ bull trap needs above 421 to interest me in long. Yeah, same, right? I want to be above that resistance level, right? Now it is testing pre-market highs. Being patient here, okay? See, here we go. See, it's bouncing off of this level. If it holds above 421, you know, like Bernie's saying, or it gets above any of these highs, then we may see this slowly trickle above again, and then finding some resistance at 428. So from 421 to 428 could be good potential. Like I said, 40 to 40 to 42 though, that's only $2 per share. It's not a heck of a lot. I'd much rather short, bounce off of this 49 or 50 or 52 and get up to 60. That's $8 per share. And they can pump for any reason, guys. China's slapping tariff for the U.S. of 84% tariff in response to the U.S. slapping them with 104% tariff. So, yeah, they need a lot more negotiating, but I don't know. I don't know why this would be any reason to pump the market. Yeah, can't get above it. I'm thinking bearish from 40 or from 420, 421, but hold on, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see. But it continues to get rejected. I mean, what are we gonna do, right? I mean, I think everything is gonna start getting rejected. Quick little fake out, quick little bull trap. Just not making any progress to the downside. But if we break out here, it could be bullish. Yeah, even 50, right? 51's looking good though. It's literally right on its level. Nope. QQQ. Gonna push above. Let's see. I feel like even if it does push above 421, it gets to 428 and then it flushes. And that's the money that I'd want to catch, right? That's the move I'd want to make. Could also go all the way back up to 443 and miss the entire bull trade also, right? $443. 443 is up here. 428. 428 is barely right here. So yeah, I feel like it's overbought. Even if this does push up to 428, I still believe that area is going to be an area of resistance too, because it's right on that moving average, right? It is making new highs though. And my lines don't mean anything, okay? They're just lines. I want you guys to be aware of that. Very bullish. Anytime I see the crossover between the moving average and the candles are above the green line, that's indication of it being bullish. Thank you, cutie. Nvidia hitting $100 again. Now, this would be interesting. If Nvidia could push up at $100 to 105, that's $5 or 5% per share. So one share would be $5, two would be 50, or I'm sorry, 10 would be 50, 20 would be $100 if it pushes up, right? If it breaks that level. Same thing with like Apple, 177 to 190. QQQ up to 422. We're going to save our money to probably go short here. If it pushes up to 428, that's not bad. 422 to 428. It's like 1.5%, which means TQQQ could push up about 3%, 5%-ish. $2 per share. Now, $2 per share is good, but if it gets rejected and it starts coming back down, you're going to lock in profits. It's not able to get above a double bottom here, or a QQQ basically having somewhat of a double top on a short term on the 1 minute. For 22. What do you think, guys? I think it's going to sell off from here. Even here, 50 to 54 moving average, that's 6%. I think it's holding. I think it's holding up. Yeah, it's still making new highs. It's trying to, right? It's up to 422 again. All right, well, this was definitely a good move. Very odd though, right? We're not getting that push that we all, are anticipating, right? That huge move up. It's a decent candle, but not like how much there was 2 days ago with fake news. Today there's no news, but we want to be aware. We want to make sure that we're being cautious. Now, if you're long term, hey, start picking these up at a great price. They're cheap. They can always get cheaper. But right now, if you want to dollars cost average yourself down a little, that's great. But yeah, markets seem quiet today. They seem a little weak today. 422.08 was a low. Quite a bit of consolidation here at 422, so that's interesting to see. This yellow line. See all this consolidation here and here from yesterday. Pushing down again. Now it seems like it's moving more. Didn't you notice a minute ago there was like no movement? Is it just me? No, it was. There was almost no movement for a minute. It was stale. Look at this. This to me says reversal, right? This to me says it's unable to make those highs. It's weak. Nvidia to 100. And Nvidia is a great company to pick up. I think I could pick some up at probably $90, maybe even $80 again. Then again, I could be wrong, right? We're not here to time the market. We're just here to make sure we understand, hey, these are the price points. I'd rather buy at $100 and 150, but I also want to buy Nvidia at 80 or 90 if it happens, right? Here we go. Sell-off is starting. Seems as though we're going to add just a few shares. I'm getting into this because I see the consolidation forming here, and now this sell-off, it's giving me a little bit more confidence on shorting. Now, of course, this can go against me. It could break, okay? It could break this 422 level. But because there's so much consolidation compared to these spikes like this is showing me that there's a lot of uncertainty and a potential reversal. And let's see, this could potentially push up. And there we go. We could actually see a complete opposite reversal. But as this pushes up, again, I wouldn't mind if it hits here, buying some more of SQQQ down here, right? Buying a little more at 49. Especially if it pops, right? And there we go. Looks like it's going to pop up. Markets are pumping for no reason, up to 424. FOMC today. And again, this can get up to 428. So 428 is that number that we're looking for, a strong rejection. Pushed up, right? Got rejected. It's been pushing up all morning. I would love to see a rejection here. It gets rejected, even just a little bit, 7-8% like I did yesterday. 7-8%. Oh, why is this not working? From 428, you know, that's back to 398 and lower. So I'm curious to see QQQ. So we're down about 20. We could always add more. Could buy another 30 shares. Total of 50 shares. And this would be honestly the area I'd want to buy. 49.50 again, if it does get that low. 49.30 even. People loading up right here too. A lot of people loading up. At $50, they're thinking this is a good price. QQQ pushing up to 424.50s. And be patient here, right? Let this push up. Let it push up as high as it wants. And then we're going to short and buy some more. Okay, let's let it push up. That way we get a better share price. If SQQQ goes down to even, you know, 40, what is this, 49? 49.20, $49. We could buy another 20 shares, 30 shares. We'll have a really good average. 50 shares at like $50, right? A nice little $50 average. For it to potentially push up $7, $8, $9. Okay. Being patient here. We want to see it get to this line here and hopefully stop there and get rejected. If it pushes above this line, then we're cooked. But we have a very light position too, right? So say risking about 5% to make about 15, 2 maybe, 2-3%. See what it's looking like on the 1 minute. Still very bullish, okay? So we're actually going against the trend in the hopes of a reversal, right? An overbought reversal. It says it's up 1.6% on the day, but from lows of 404 to highs of 25 basically. That's a 5% move. Okay, that's a 5% move. But it is above that moving average. This could push all the way up to 443 and beyond. This could be the early stages of a reversal. I do believe it could sell off though once it hits this moving average, which looks like it's now at 429 or 428 even, 428.06. So I'd love to see it touch 428 and then get rejected. Or get rejected from right here and start selling off. That'd be great. There we go. It's pushing up. No, selling off, pushing up. Very bullish though, for the moment. Bullish intraday, bearish overall. This could be it right here. Even if this pushes back down to where it was, 2 to even 4%, guys, that's beautiful. 2 to 4% would be 6 to 8%. $3 to $4 a share. $3 to $4 a share. That's the way to go. Okay, here we go. QQQ selling off. Let's see if we get a retest here and a bounce. Or is this going to sell off even more? And we're going to add to our position as it goes up. We are positive again now. We are back in the green. Again, should have bought down here though, right? $49.50 would have been a great price point to buy at. Does the selling pressure begin? Yes, it does. Let's wait. Let's be patient. This could actually push all the way back up and we can get a better low, a better entry. Five-minute retraced all the way back to 420, under 421. This is just a pullback here, guys. This is just a pullback. Okay, waiting for confirmation here. We're up $11, $10, 1%. We're up 1% on this tiny little move. Man, $49.50 would have been a great point to buy. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait here. Because it can actually come back down to $49.50. We're already up $1 per share. Buying more. I bought as it was progressing, right? Probably not the best thing to do. Need to get this below that moving average. This goes below the moving average, we're going to get a bunch of selling pressure, guys. If it stays above it, we're going to get a big rally. I'm at a 51 average. Buying as it was pushing up above. Not the best thing to do. I would have loved to buy down here. I even thought about buying at 50. There's so many people loading up at $50. But nonetheless, 51's still not bad. We're never going to be perfect, okay? Never going to be perfect. But what we could do is I was risking about, say, 3% to make about 12%. So if this pushes back up, we could make a nice $200 today. I'll even take another $100. We made 80 yesterday short in the market. Doesn't mean it has to happen though. Looks like it's starting to push up. Yep, if it holds, it's going to push up. And again, guys, we have all day, right? We have all day for this to push up, push down. I'd love to just make my money and bounce, though, right away. Just come back down to this moving average, get rejected off of here and sell off. Beautiful. That'd be a beautiful day for us. As this continues to go up, we're going to have our stop loss, but we're going to have a decent sized stop loss this time. Sometimes you might need a 10-cent stop loss, a 25-cent stop, maybe even a dollar stop. Because yesterday it came down to my stop, and I think it was like 60 cents, 40 or 50-cent stop, came down, stopped out, and then it pushed up the rest of the day. So in a weird way, it wasn't necessarily myself that stopped out of the trade either. Kind of the setting I had. Right, a trailing stop would have been nice. Could trail up the entire day, and then you just kind of don't do anything. Just walk away from your screen. Here we go. Still looking bullish on intraday here for the QQQs. Again, it can go up to this 428, guys, okay? I kind of jumped the gun a little bit buying another 10 shares right here at 51.64 when I said I'd love to buy at 50 and I'd love to buy at like 49.50. That's okay. We have a few more shares we could buy. And this could also get rejected. It's looking very weak right now. As I say it pushes up. Here we go, pushing up. SQQQ to 51. Yeah, still we're trying to fight the direction, but we noticed this big red candle, this dip, and this almost double top here, and now it's almost above its moving average, right? We need to get above that, and then once we get above that, then we can actually see some more progress. Basically, what QQQ is doing, right? Staying above this level, so it's staying bullish. Didn't quite get below this level. Just waiting for that reversal. Almost at an hour. And again, you guys could have made money either way today. Either way today, make money. You know, could have bought here right at market open at 38 or even 39 if you missed this move. Bought at $39, pushed up to 41 in 3 bars. In 3 minutes, you could have locked in $2 per share. Do it again, or still be holding at 41. 6% profit. So 5 or 6% profit made today on TQQQ for anyone who went long and is still looking at this. Now we're getting all this weird consolidation above the EMA, which I'm thinking is going to be, you know, early stages of a possible reversal here, okay? And we could be catching this reversal very nicely. Here we go. I'm just going to get my 10 more shares right away. It's looking good. We got 40 shares now. Around $2,000 in SQQQ. Early stages of a possible reversal. Doesn't mean it has to, but we're looking better right now than we have all morning for our SQQQ position. QQQ beginning to sell off. I would love to see it sell off to 413, 408 again. Ultimately, I'd love to see it come back to 398, right? Let's just keep this selling off. Doesn't mean it has to, but we're looking better now than we were earlier. We are now officially below that moving average. And there we go. We're gonna go ahead and put the P&L up now that I don't know if I should be doing this every day. Oh well. There's my P&L. We're gonna go ahead and go to chart settings and take off the trade just so you guys don't get distracted. We can go over the recap later for it. All right, up 1% right now. $25, 1%. We want to see this thing rocket. You know, I want to make $100 and lock in $100 real quick. That's what I'd love to do. $100, sell half, lock it in, let the other half ride the rest of the day. If the markets are going to continue to sell off like this, they got to sell off. We got to get a little bit more selling than this, right? Because this could just skyrocket right back up. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some more coffee, and when I come back, QQQ is gonna be down to 413. Hey. All right. Did we do it? No? Okay. Well, we're still at 420. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens here. Looks like it's reversing on us. For now, early stage, right? We still got plenty of time. Plenty of time for the market to either recover and get rejected off of this actually, or begin to rally and push up, okay? So can go either way. Just trying to fight to stay above that moving average. MACD though, MACD is looking really oversold here, like with the curling over. So we might get another big bounce up before we get that sell-off, right? We could see it like this. Where is it? We could see this. Could push up. Well, it could trickle kind of like this. Push up, test this level, and then it could get rejected, right? Or not. Or it can literally push up and continue to push up. It's making lower lows though. You guys see that? There was a trend line pushing up this way. A nice trend line. Hope this helps. Okay, trend line like that, pushing up. Now, it seems like there's a trend line going down. Well, there was. Kind of broke that trend line as well. Now I could say it like this, I guess. I feel like we're going to get a significant move right here. And it may push up. to be honest. No? Wants to sell off more. Hey, I'll take it. It's like, stop talking, huh, Johnny? Just blow on it. Blow on it to go down. That's funny. Put more trend lines on there. Hold the line. That's funny. How you guys doing, huh? You guys want me to stay on a little bit longer? We are about to cross that hour mark. Hmm. Yep, looks like it's going to be bullish for a little bit longer. Going to push up. It's struggling. It's really struggling to get above 422. Wow, big rejection. Just messing with all of us, right? It's looking bullish though. But at the same time, it's consolidating. Look at this consolidation. Look at my P&L. It keeps going red, green, red, green, red, green. Watch, it'll go green again. Green. That's so funny. We're right on the threshold, guys. Right on the threshold. All we need is a quick little 100. Quick little 5%, $100, you know, nothing too crazy. There we go. Come on, baby. That's what we want to see. QQQ beginning to sell off after a lot of consolidation on that EMA. I'd love to see this sell off to that moving average or even lower. Come on. Guys, ask me some questions, huh? Fill up the fill the void a little bit. If you guys have any questions you'd like me to answer, definitely. Here we go, big push up. Back to 422. I'm getting rejected again. Big green candle. Also, follow me on Instagram, guys. I failed to mention that earlier, but I do have an Instagram account. I think we just crossed over 500 followers. It's a newer account. Last time, I've already done this 2 times where I've got it up to over 1,000 followers, and somehow they get deactivated or something because of my live trading, right? So I don't know. But follow me. Got 500 followers. I'm going to be growing that again as well. All right, so QQQ pushing up. We're just going to be patient on our trade, guys. We're going to be patient here. We know this can push up to the moving average, and we know it can actually sell off even more, okay? Now, this could be early stages of a reversal, but at the same time, you know, it's sold off so much already. There's nothing saying that, you know, this could recover at any time for any reason. It's gone down to 398, a 26% sell-off already. So, you know, that could technically be the correction period. Still bearish, still very bearish. I'd love to see it get rejected off of 428, or just get rejected in general now off of these levels, right? Nice big green candle, but just a lot of consolidation. Not a lot going on at the moment. Still bullish intraday right now, but struggling to stay above that moving average, the 45 EMA. Still bullish though. Yeah. I said that the other day, Bertie, like the Lodi will, and it's just like, Lodi will, do something. I agree. I agree. I feel like we'd be in a better position if I got in at 49, 50, or even $50 even where I wanted to be. I would just feel a little bit more comfortable, you know, floating on like a $40 profit right now, but it's okay. Plenty of money to be made. Plenty of money to be made. Just need to be patient today. Can make 250 bucks today, $100 to $250 easily today when this begins to sell off. Or when QQQ begins to sell off, then SQQQ obviously will go up. And it could go opposite. Could take all day. Could take, you know, hopefully not overnight, but all right, we've officially been going live for an hour. You guys want me to stay on? Smash that like button for me, okay? Smash that like button. How many people we got? We got a few in here. Got a few people. Have a like. I need to drop. It's gonna drop, guys. It's gonna happen. Just when is it gonna happen? Probably FOMC later, keeping traders on the sidelines this morning. Yep. Definitely. Could be the case. Come on. Somebody poke it with a stick and make it do something. Oh, yeah. Been an hour. A lot of consolidation. Nothing's happening. There we oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. Maybe. Maybe. What in the heck? This is ridiculous. Did you see that? It was gonna go and then it didn't. It pushed up. Just consolidating. Looks like someone it looks like some of it like a bad tattoo, right? Like they're trying to tattoo and there's like etch a sketch or something. I don't know. It's weird. Well, I'd love to know, guys, who is going long on the market right now? Who's going short? And how many of you are cash? I'd love to know. I would love to know. Let's see. We're actually going to start a poll. Are you long, short, or are you cash? I would love to know. Right now in the moment, are you long, short, or cash? Not tomorrow, not yesterday, not next year, next week. Right now, today. Okay. Got a couple votes. There we go. Would you guys like to see it? I don't think you can, but all right. Long overall. Okay. All right. So about pretty average across the board, or not average, pretty much the same across the board, right? Got some longs, got some shorts, got some cash. Now this can push up, guys. We want to be aware of that. It can push up. But overall, we're still looking at that 30-minute here. See how it got rejected and got flushed? It did it also here as well. Pushed up above it, retested, pushed up a little more, flushed. So we're just going to be holding on to it for a majority of the day, really. We may have got in just a little too early, you know. Would have been nice to get in at 428, which would be like 49. So we're in a little bit, you know, a dollar or two above probably where we should be entering. But again, QQQ could push up to 428 before it gets rejected. And when in doubt, just cash out. You know, if you're just unsure, you could always just cash out, guys. Okay? Stay cash. Wait for a better trade setup. Wait for confirmation. All that good stuff. And then it's all about deciding whether I hold or does it actually bounce and I hold my trade plan and it hold it true. What would I be down? About 100. So at some point I may be down 80 or $100 before it gets that bounce. And if it breaks, it can come even lower, right? If QQQ breaks out of here, it can go up to 444. Then we're really, you know, we're really cooked. So we're hoping that doesn't happen, but anything could happen. Back up to 423 again, 424. Well, not quite 424, but it did get up to there. Other than that, guys, I think we're just going to keep you all updated. I want to dip towards 1500 before this is over on NQ. Yeah, same. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end the live stream here. Can't live stream all day, but I am gonna be in this trade for a little while. Again, just know those levels, push up to 428. I'd love to see a strong rejection off of that level. It could push up to 428 and continue to go up even higher. 430, 440, 444, right? 447. Sky's the limit on the market, okay? Just want to make sure that we're on the right side of it, trading it. May have got into my SQQQ position a little early, but still not looking too bad. I'm going to hold a little longer to see if we bounce off of this moving average. Or do we not bounce off the moving average? Do we continue to sell off? So I'm excited to see. I'll give you guys an update in the Discord. And yeah. I wish you guys all the best. And remember, let's all end the year on a green note, guys.